Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Saturday, number 22 day for this month for April 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, Mr. No Connie, Ambazonian FBI. Una welcome once more for another episode of our daily podcast. A program where they bring una the truth, where they bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. The background song will be composed by Chameleon 7 Color, Bui State. Fellow good people of Ambazonia, the rise of missing person cases it picked up across our national territory, with over 6 cases them reported to my desk yesterday alone. One of the prominent case na a boy way na a mentally ill person where it used to just shoot on for a moment, hours without saying a word. If any Ambazonian come across this individual for around when side day or for below Foncha day, una notify me. Another one way in name na Azunwa Gerard, way for Bambui na a driver by profession and also a motor panabita. He believe he has for Bambui on the 26th of January on Thursday evening for Bamenda. Since that time, a friend that he talks say they know reach a place where he talks say they go. No man over get the trace for place where they would not get multiple cases them for missing persons where they go discover their dead body where la Republic they ran kill them, use them for make videos saying Ambazonia fighter they ready to work kill them. We call all our people they be mindful of this and for report missing person cases as soon as possible and provide we with their pictures them so that we would confirm them, we would compare them with images them where la Republic they put them out for so-called Ambazonian fighter the way they don't catch them or they don't kill them. For other happenings across the globe, La Republic du Cameroon, they ran to demonstrate themselves for their tendency of conning 419 country after signing a deal with Chad to allow the Chadian government to export their petroleum through the Cameroon-Chad Line project. Cameroon have gone behind their back to sign other projects that are meant to exploit those resources from Chad for their own personal benefit. The Cameroon is in a serious diplomatic row with the Chadian government as a result of this misconduct of the part of La Republique du Cameroon that can only be compared to a scamming scheme run by a government. While in the capital of our resistance in Bamenda yesterday, behind here, Ambazonian Defense Forces them carry out an action targeting the Cameroon military checkpoint where they for behind here. The action it then be in second on a roll to try to remove a Cameroon military checkpoint around that area. It was a successful mission. According to the commander, the Cameroon military did not be post resistance this night as they be do the other night where they be attack them for that particular checkpoint. Our forces will continue to deny La Republique du Cameroon chances to operate checkpoints within our territory. I also want to reinforce the ban of people them around those areas for no sell chop for those Cameroon terrorist occupation forces. If them use na force for chop for your store, close that shop and you go. Otherwise, you will need to be called in for questioning regarding providing material support to the enemy. Fellow Ambazonians, today I want to make we go for the diaspora, in particularly for the United States of America, where the United States government it don't condemn one of our sister, I'll call and say mother, Mama Ambazonia. This is the real Mama Ambazonia, where it go by the name Mangan. Mangan, it can be sentenced to 43 months imprisonment for allegedly trafficking weapons from the United States of America via Nigeria with the aim for support our fighting for inside Ambazonia. And we stand together with Mangan some of us have been following the case very closely and reaching out to see how much we can help this lady who have given so much for our country. Mangan was a staunch supporter of Siseko Ayoktabi. She was part of the member of Siseko Ayoktabi's cabinet and was part of those who were supposed to gather in Zaria Hotel, in a Nairia Hotel, before she missed her flight or she did not come to that particular meeting, and the rest was picked up. The first time I met Mangan, which I want to share the story of this brave lady, it was love at first sight. Yes, it was love for our country as first sight. It had been for inside the conference for Zaria, where they will create the IG, and I think that is when I met a lot of people, including the vice president of the Ague of Sea was also in that conclave. And I met her, and she came late. And when she entered the hall, everybody stood up, even in the middle of a conclave, and everybody was giving her hugs, clapping for her. And I wonder, who is this lady and why is she so famous? And everybody is greeting her with so much respect. And from the first time I started to talk with her, this was the first time I heard somebody talking about the people. Because to be honest with our people, we went to Zaria and have a conclave about Ambazonia, and nobody spoke about Ambazonians or how we are going to move from one place to another. It was a bizarre conclave. But for the first time, I heard somebody talking about our women in the forests, how she has traveled to ground zero through bush roads and met our ladies who were using grass as path, and was telling me stories. I spoke to her the whole night, and I just become clue to her with our love about our people and how much we must sacrifice to help them. And she talked about the forces as though it was her children. I was very moved and attached to her. I ended up traveling to Abuja together with Mangan and one other comrade, and Benji as well. It was a wonderful journey. We had a wonderful time to talk really deep about our struggle and what needs to be done, the type of treatment we have been having with La Republique. She's a woman that loves our people. And for those who have always concluded in their mind that because Siseko had some wrong betrayal for self-defense by apologizing to the enemy during war, and that he is not fighting for Ambazonia necessarily, I disagree with him. And I think he's very anti-democratic and poses a danger to our democracy because of the policy he has taken. But Mangan should be one of those people who have shown us that we should always know that that is not always the same for everybody. There are people within the IG that are fighting for Ambazonia. And though you may not know, and they may use their own methods that may not be accurate, but this is the case where she's going to prison for 43 months because of Ambazonia. She was doing her best to help Ambazonia, fighting for our people. These are some of the sacrifices that Ambazonians in the diaspora are making that sometimes go without credit. And people in ground zero think that we must just sacrifice, we must just do what we want to do because we are doing it for ourselves or fighting for positions or for fame. In the case of Mangan, she is paying the price for our freedom. She is sacrificing her life for you and for me. She did this because of the people of Ambazonia and seeing their suffering, seeing the discrimination we have gone through in La Republique, treated as second-class citizens. Now we have been relegated to the third-class zone, and maybe if we don't take care, we will go to the fourth class. So I want to pay tribute today to Mangan and to tell her that I will always call her my friend. We have come to be friends in Ambazonia, and those people who have wrong conclusion about other people just because they are in different groups should look at Mangan and say that this is a woman that has fought for Ambazonia and paid the ultimate price. There were those who were bringing conspiracy theory that Mangan to work for La Republique. Now he and Ata Milan be says Siseko na wide away, become for the meeting where they be catch Siseko them. This is an opportunity for us to always know that we should not be conclusive in anything we judge without any proof. We should seek substantiation before we can come to any conclusion. And Mangan will go down in our history as a woman who did her best to free her people. What about you? The life of Mangan should be a challenge to all Ambazonians who sit on the fence to know that they can do something. They can take risk. And the statement she made coming out of court was a statement for Ambazonia. She did not give up her people. Yes, she was alone in court. She was alone. That is the place where righteous people are. A lonely place. Dying on the cross. That's the place where true heroes, true revolutionary are. Loneliness. If you are a fighter in the forest, you might have tested a bit of this. If you are a true fighter, like they say, the revolution shall not be televised. It shall never be popular. American independence was never popular amongst Americans themselves. Majority of them wanted to remain with England. They loved the Queen and the royal family. But a few of them who were dedicated, who were willing to go and live in the shadows, in the dark, who were willing to face the loneliness and isolation, they stood their ground for principle. And today America is a free country. And I'll pledge Mangan that the mantle she has carried would never be abandoned. And even in jail, she should continue her work, even in prayers. Ambazonia shall be free. And it's the same commitment I've had to our people. Be sure that you shall never be abandoned. For all my country people them, where they be the drive on for backside, say una no fit talk English. When it come for state matter, they put una for aside. When it come for politics, una need to be considered like people really fit contribute, even for decide on budget for council, for decide for project for una own village. They go carry na people them where they stay for town, me they can't take decision. For be mayor, parliamentarian, senator, they go bring people for town. Me they can't rule una for village because they talk so una no fit talk. Una no fit stand for some place talk for public. Because una need to talk English. I call it English because the people they say where they talk the English. They don't know how to talk. Or you don't even know my country talk passy. I want to tell and I say, will not be alone. Any man will believe in freedom. He believe in the interest of our people. You are not alone. And we shall prevail. When the whole fate of the Hebrew people were disappearing, God said, look amongst them. If I can find only one man, I will save them. Yes, if you can be true, you can stay with your principle on ground zero, be disciplined, use proportional force, do not kidnap, do not exploit, do not take this liberation struggle as a joke or as a fun or a social media experiment that is just meant to gather followers. God will use you and he will free his people through you. Stay on principle, be true, do not please people. Do not. It will all be in vain. I've had a lot of circumstances in this struggle where I had to make decisions whether should I stay quiet or I should speak out. When we look at the pains and the sacrifices we have made this far, why die in silence? Speak out, my people. Fight for your freedom. Your freedom is in your hand, and you must do the right thing. You must stand up for principles. Wherever you are as you are an Ambazonian, if somebody says something that is wrong or do something for the wrong reason, tell the person, no, you are wrong. I will not follow you. I will not obey. If you are a soldier in ground zero, somebody give you wrong decisions, tell that person, I will not. I'm here to save my country. I'm here to save my people. I will do the right thing for my country and I will do the right thing for my people. And God will see you through. Our people have suffered. We have fought so hard, and the most people who have benefited the most from this struggle are actually the devil, those who hate peace, those con people. Look at the result of this war so far. Paul Biya have strengthened his control of that country. His own people who were against him can no longer be against him during a time of war. As a matter of fact, the Ambazonian War of Liberation have strengthened Paul Biya's position as a leader in that his country, because they know he's the only one who can fight and keep Ambazonia under La Republic control, so that he will secure our petrol money from Sonera. I remember one organization that invited me in Hong Kong to speak about Ambazonia, and there were some professors from La Republic, and that was what they were saying. They will never let you people go because you have petrol. It's all about greed. Look at our soldiers on the ground. They have fought. Who have benefited? The special status and all these things have benefited who? The positions they are given, they have given position to Atanganjipo. We have protested. They give position to Atang and Jipo. We say Ambazonia have never been a minister of territorial administration. They gave it to Atang and Jipo. We complain about special status. They look for the chiefs that are the scavengers. They give it to them. We have complained about the political system. They have made all the CPDM people to win. So, but these are supposed to happen. You must separate light and darkness before you can make a right decision and a right choice for where the future of the country will go. There is always darkness, and the deepest darkness is before the morning, before the dawn, so that it will expose who is who and who is not who. So our people should know. So far, the enemies and the canker worms have been the one who have benefited. And you, the layman, who puts your life on the line, have been the one who have bore the brunt of it all. You seems to be like the loser. Do not lose faith. Do not lose faith. When woman the one born Pekin, at that time where the pain for the Pekin it be the highest, it be no before the 9 months for pregnancy. Now the time where the Pekin the one come out. Now the time where even joy with that woman be get and we master he go forget them. Now the time where the woman go forget say all thing for the war. Whether na good or na bad, it need to exist. Now that pain where the push that Pekin me come out. Now so this our struggle a day, and at the position this way Ambazonia day, the darkest night. But we must stand. We must stand and make sure those who have been playing their showers and those who have been the political scavengers should be put in the right place. The Frundi and the rest have been seen as the real Ashawo. They have been removed. Pobia know all man way they play double game. He know them fine. He don't put them aside. So now let the light and the darkness face each other, and we shall see who shall prevail. But I can guarantee you, my people, principle, value always triumph over darkness and cunningness. Stand strong, stand for freedom, stand for independence, stand for that which is right. Those who are right are righteous, because righteousness means right. You are doing the right thing for the right reason and for the right motivation. We shall be free, and God shall see us through. For those who have been making ridicule and asking, is this really a God-ordained struggle? Is this really a God-ordained struggle? The Hebrew people, when they were going to their journey through the desert, they asked themselves this question. But I can assure you, yes, this is a God-ordained struggle. It's our time. I, Capo Daniel, with my given names and Dong Emmanuel, I pledge to you, I will not let this struggle become something that will benefit the same people that have made us to suffer. That is my pledge to you. You will not suffer in vain. I will guarantee you, you will not suffer in vain. I've gone to places, I've seen people, I've spoken to people, I've fought for you in the dark, I've fought for you in all the organizations, and I can assure you, as I've said, just give us a matter of time and everything shall be on the right path. But we must fight. We must fight for our freedom. We must buy more weapons on the ground. We must carry on operations. I've had a lot of inquiries about my operations. I've not been able to put the structure in place yet. The structure is coming up in place, but I have projects that the dark forces have already earmarked. Projects that will shake La Republique and take the fight into the enemy's camp. Humongous projects that you can only imagine. Let's keep on moving. As they say, if you cannot walk, crow. If you cannot crow, rule on the ground. But moving, we must move ahead, until we reach Boya. God bless you. Capo Daniel, looking out for you. Signing off.
I saw a Rastaman taking Gaja. I saw you Rastaman taking Gaja. I saw you Rastaman. I saw you Rastaman. I saw you Rastaman. I saw you Rastaman taking Gaja. I saw you Rastaman taking Gaja. I saw you Rastaman. I saw you Rastaman. I saw you Rastaman.